The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers preview video for the week of October 14 to 18 reveals that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, will fume now that she's witnessed Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, close moment at the Cliff House. Brooke spied from the window during Chandra's Minita Gandhi chakra healing ritual, but she clearly got the wrong idea about what was happening. As Brooke continues watching nearby, she'll grow increasingly angry over Taylor and Ridge's deep connection. B&B's weekly preview video shows Brooke confronting Taylor and insisting she knows what she saw. Although Brooke will call Taylor out for sitting in Ridge's lap, Taylor will argue that it wasn't what it looked like. This could back Taylor into a corner and force her to come clean about her broken heart syndrome, so we'll see if she makes a confession. In the meantime, Eric Forrester, John McCook, will put Ridge through a grilling session as well. At the Forrester mansion, Eric will ask what's going on with Ridge and Taylor, so Ridge will land in a tight spot as he faces his father's questions. Later, Brooke will head to Il Giardino, where she'll have a chat with Deacon Sharp, seeing Kanan. After Brooke admits things are looking up for Hope Logan, Annika Noel, Deacon will certainly be happy to hear that. Of course, Brooke has expressed her desire to see Hope and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, reunite, so she may tell Deacon that too. There's a good chance Brooke will play up the idea of Hope putting her family back together, but she doesn't have all the facts. Hope already turned down Liam's offer to give their relationship another try, partly because she's ready to see where things might go with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. In B&B's weekly promo, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, comes barging in the design office, looking for Carter and catches him with Hope. Although Hope will back away from Carter in a hurry, Steffi will sense that they're both flustered and wonder what's going on. There'll be a weird vibe that Steffi picks up on, so will she ultimately suspect Carter and Hope were just making out? Steffi will inevitably get updates on Hope and Carter's evolving bond sooner or later, so stick with us for more predictions on her reaction once that happens. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Carter and Hope will have to deal with Steffi's interrogation, but they may remain cagey since there isn't much news to spill just yet. CDL's where you want to be for thrilling Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so make us your go-to source. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B is no stranger to jaw-dropping twists and turns, and the week of October 14 to 18 is no exception. As fans gear up for a week filled with betrayal, misunderstandings, and secret romances, they will be treated to a storyline that has all the makings of a classic Forrester family drama. Love triangles, family feuds, and shocking discoveries are on the horizon, with B&B setting the stage for an explosive series of confrontations. Here's what's in store for the beloved characters of the Bold and the Beautiful in this riveting week. The week begins with a furious Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, grappling with a misunderstanding that could have lasting repercussions. In the previous episodes, Brooke had spied on Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, during a moment she perceived as far too intimate. Brooke had been lurking outside the window of the Cliff House while Chandra Minita Gandhi performed a chakra healing ritual to help Taylor with her emotional struggles. What Brooke saw left her seething, Taylor sitting on Ridge's lap, seemingly getting closer to him in a way that stoked Brooke's long-held fears of betrayal. From Brooke's vantage point, it appeared as though Ridge and Taylor were rekindling their old flame, sending her into a tailspin. Her anger is understandable given the history between the two women, both of whom have fought over Ridge's love for decades. But in this case, Brooke's suspicions are misplaced. As Brooke continues watching from a distance, her fury only grows. To her, it looks like Taylor is using her vulnerability to manipulate Ridge, pulling him back into her orbit. Though Ridge's intentions are pure, he is genuinely trying to help Taylor heal. Brooke can't see it that way. She's convinced that Taylor is making a play for Ridge, and she's determined to confront her rival. Brooke's simmering anger finally reaches a boiling point, and she wastes no time in confronting Taylor. In the weekly preview, fans will see Brooke barging into the Cliff house, unleashing her fury on Taylor with accusations of betrayal. Brooke insists that she knows exactly what she saw and accuses Taylor of trying to seduce Ridge under the guise of a healing ritual. "You were sitting on his lap, Taylor. Don't try to deny it." Brooke fumes, her eyes flashing with anger. "You're trying to worm your way back into his life. I won't let it happen." Taylor tries to remain calm, but Brooke's accusations put her on the defensive. In a heated exchange, Taylor attempts to explain the situation, insisting that it wasn't what it looked like. She was emotionally vulnerable, and Ridge was simply offering his support. But Brooke isn't interested in hearing excuses. She's too caught up in her jealousy to see the truth. This confrontation may push Taylor to finally come clean about her health struggles. Broken heart syndrome has taken a toll on Taylor, both physically and emotionally, and Ridge's support is merely part of her healing process. Whether Taylor reveals her condition to Brooke or not remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Brooke is not going to let this go easily. While Brooke and Taylor's battle rages on, Ridge has his own troubles to deal with. Eric Forrester, John McCook, isn't blind to the growing closeness between Ridge and Taylor, and he's starting to have questions of his own. At the Forrester mansion, Eric takes Ridge aside and demands answers about what's going on between him and Taylor. "Is there something you want to tell me, son?" Eric asks, his tone serious. "I've seen the way you've been with Taylor lately. Is there something more to it?" Ridge is caught in a tight spot. He respects his father's concern but doesn't want to add fuel to the fire. Ridge reassures Eric that there's nothing inappropriate happening between him and Taylor. He's simply trying to help her through a difficult time. But Eric, like Brooke, isn't entirely convinced. Ridge's history with Taylor is well known, and it's clear that some lingering feelings still exist. As the week progresses, Ridge will find himself walking a fine line between supporting Taylor and maintaining his loyalty to Brooke. The tension between the three is only set to escalate, and Ridge's attempts to keep the peace may backfire spectacularly. Meanwhile, Brooke's focus briefly shifts to her daughter Hope Logan, Annika Noel, who is at a crossroads in her love life. At Il Giardino, Brooke meets with Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, to discuss the latest developments in Hope's romantic future. Brooke is optimistic, believing that things are finally looking up for Hope, and Deacon is pleased to hear it. "I think Hope's finally ready to put the past behind her," Brooke tells Deacon. "She's been through so much, but I have a feeling things are starting to fall into place." Brooke's optimism may be misplaced, however, as she doesn't know the full extent of Hope's situation. While Brooke would love nothing more than for Hope and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, to reunite and rebuild their family, Hope has already turned down Liam's offer to reconcile. Instead, Hope is interested in exploring her new connection with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. At Forrester Creations, Hope and Carter's romance continues to heat up, but they're not out of the woods yet. In the weekly promo video, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, is seen barging into the design office, searching for Carter. What she finds instead is a flustered and clearly uncomfortable Hope standing way too close to Carter.